Hey guys, Bitcoin Owen here. Today I'd like to talk about banking, basically Irish banking, and the regulations surrounding Irish banking, the regulations involving Irish banking. And I did a bit of digging on Google AI, their Gemini it's called, and I searched for what are the lending limitations for Irish banks. And there don't seem to be any limitations from a balance sheet point of view, from a financial reporting point of view in terms of their reserves. There's no limit on, there's no multiple of their reserves that can be, there's no limit on in terms of their reserves and how much can be lent out. But there is a limit in terms from the customer's point of view, and that is 4 times loan to income ratio, loan to annual income. The mortgage cannot be greater than 4 times the annual income of the people or the person who is borrowing the money, 4 times your income. So if you're on 80 grand a year, the most you can borrow is 320,000 euros. And another thing I found out recently, that the banks, Irish banks, do not borrow from the ECB. But the ECB sets interest rates, but those interest rates are the minimum that banks can charge in the Eurozone, basically. As far as I can see, that's what they represent. The main refinancing operation, the overnight lending facility, and the refinancing rate is 2.4% at present, and I did a look. I had a look at AIB's website, and they're lending their mortgage rates for between 50 and 80% loan to value is 3.95%. So they don't borrow and take a margin. That's what I thought they used to. No, those ECB interest rates are minimums that banks must charge for credit, for loans and mortgages and credit products in the Eurozone. They're the minimum. So AIB and Bank of Ireland cannot go below 2.4% at the moment. It's at a 2.4%. So the ECB controls lending that way. They set the key interest rate, basically, that banks can charge. And there's no limit to how much banks can lend out, but there are limits too. Basically, the interest rate, they're told what the minimum interest rate they can charge, and they're also told the multiple of income. So the key modus for the ECB is to reserve the purchasing power of the euro, and this is how they do it, basically.